right, let's talk about the Republicans. Does anybody think that Marco Rubio would run for president if JD Vance runs? Does anybody
He
think Marco?
literally told Chris Whipple in that Vanity Fair piece
Yeah,
about Susie Wiles
yeah,
that he will not run for president
yeah,
if JD Vance runs for
yeah,
president. He will
yeah.
support Vance.
But
So
you
I am
believe him?
going to take him at his word.
Okay. Does anybody disagree that he might? I think he
I
might run.
disagree. I disagree because I don't see the world where there's a Vance Rubio ticket that does well, and Marco Rubio is very ambitious, as much as he likes to hide behind that now and sort of support the president and the vice president, he is one of the most ambitious young Republican potential candidates out there, and I think if he gets the opportunity, why not take it?
What's wrong with the Vance Rubio ticket?
I just don't don't see it. I mean, it'll be a redux, and I think the Democrats can run so many ads on repeating the it's too Trump 3.0, I believe.
Okay. Okay. I've already reported Cruz is almost certainly running. So
Right.
there's a second. Name another Republican who you think has a good chance of running, regardless of what happens with the others. Name someone else who you think and be a major player. Amie, who's somebody you think might
Come
run it?
back to me. Come back to me.
Okay. John Podhoretz.
Uh, if Elise Stefanik wins the governorship of New York, she
Yeah.
is immediately a serious candidate for president.
Okay.
But she has to win.
Yeah. John Allen.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Good answer. Hyma
That's a
Moore.
very good answer. And
Yeah.
I saw her in a small room a couple months ago talking about her record in Arkansas and education and various things. And I gotta say, she was very, very sharp, and
Yeah.
the message was very solid.
Yeah.
And she looks good, and she's comporting herself well, and she doesn't have that whiny voice that she had when she was the press secretary. That's a very no, I mean
Yeah. That's a good answer.
that's a
Yeah.
real thing.
Hyma.
Well, John Allen took my answer, but my
Yes.
second answer is Governor Kemp, Brian Kemp of Georgia.
Yeah. Also a
And
good answer.
I'm a big fan of Brian Kemp. I think he's been a fantastic governor of Georgia, and he has probably the most sound economic record of any of these individuals who can run, and I think he can talk the talk, the Republican talk, better than he's given credit for.
Amie.
Problem is Trump hates him,
Yeah.
so I don't know how much of a problem that is, but obviously
Yeah.
Trump hates him. And we haven't mentioned Spencer Cox, who would be a
Yeah.
very outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you shaking your head. I mean, he's very outside, but he had a moment in the spotlight and he killed it.
People
And
loved that moment. They loved
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
really
don't
killed it.
see
And
it.
I don't know whether I mean, I don't know from
I don't see
Utah
it.
whether you can invent more moments like that or if you can even
Yeah.
run out of Utah,
Yeah.
but he's the person this year
The
who
nominee
kind of
will
came out of nowhere.
the nominee will be MAGA.
I don't know, Mark. I'm not sure what all the factions and what Mark Taylor Greene is doing and other members of the MAGA movement.
Yeah.
I think at some point the RNC and the traditional Republicans are going to have to make a decision on if they just allow for things to keep going the way they're going, and maybe I think I mentioned to you last week, MAGA wins elections, Republicans don't win elections, so they're going to have to figure out what they do. And I think a Brian Kemp, someone like that, or even a Spencer Cox, who can kind of be on the fence, they can sort of merge that gap, I think, between MAGA and
But
RNC.
if the nominee on the Republican side is not MAGA, a lot of the MAGA voters stay home.
Yeah.
Like this is not like this has always been a threat in party politics. We're going to stay home, and typically that doesn't happen. But like the amount of effort and energy that went into identifying MAGA voters who didn't vote and getting them out to the polls in the swing states last time should tell you that even the slightest drop, and the midterms may also show us this, even the slightest drop in the Trump voters showing up for Republicans could be doom on election day, and they will take that seriously.
Cozy Earth right now will give you 40% off everything on the site if you go to cozyearth.com and use the promo code two-way, the bubble cuddle blanket. You would say, well, Mark, surely there's some fine print that says the bubble cuddle blanket's not 40% off. It is. Bubble cuddle blanket, towels, sheets, shirts, and of course, all the pants, everything, 40% off. Go to cozyearth.com, buy some stuff for yourself. Still time to buy stuff for the holidays. Cozyearth.com. Viscose made from bamboo is all very soft, comfortable, affordable with the 40% discount. Again, use my code two-way, cozyearth.com for 40% off. Give the gift of comfort that lasts beyond the holiday, carries into a cozy, cozy new year. Everything's available now. And last I looked on the site, everything's in stock. So again, cozyearth.com, promo code 2way for 40% off everything on the site. Tell them if they ask you on the little pop-up that you heard about it here on 2way.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the 2way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and 2way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.